At CA Blackwell are a user of Volvo construction equipment, particularly their articulated dump trucks and hydraulic excavators. In using that equipment, we have a very good feedback loop with Volvo, so we're able to advise Volvo if we think that the equipment can do better in one aspect or if it needs improvement in another aspect. And those aspects obviously relate to its performance out on site, how it crosses around, if we're talking about an articulated dump truck particularly, and may take that feedback into account when they're developing their latest generation of construction equipment. To me personally, it's very important because I have a young family. From a company perspective, it's important because we want to maintain a preeminent position in UK specialist earth moving contracting, and in order to do that we have to meet the needs of our customers. Our clients and our customers are increasingly focused on environmental considerations, particularly carbon considerations. So in order to meet their aspirations, we have to be ahead of the curve, ahead of our competitors in how we manage our carbon impacts. And in that respect, I actually work very closely with Highways England, one of our clients, and the University of Cambridge, on a study of carbon emissions into earth moving back in 2012, which resulted in a paper being published in the IC Proceedings, which was great because it pretty well concluded that earthworks is one of the least carbon impactful of all of the civil engineering trades. Well, as I touched upon in my previous answer, most of our clients, and we work for both private and public sector clients, but our major activities are on the major infrastructure, which are invariably public-led projects, so the likes of HS2, the Heathrow expansion, Highways England, currently working for them on the A14 expansion between Cambridge and Huntingdon. And most clients are very, very demanding. They're very respectful of their supply chain. We've heard a lot in today's conference about their carbon reduction ambitions, and they expect their supply chain, not just for Tier 1, we generally operate at a Tier 2 level as a subcontractor, they expect their supply chain to play not just the following parts, but a leading part within those ambitions. It's a really good question because traditionally there hasn't been a lot of collaboration between the supply chain. Increasingly there's collaboration, and this has been to the fore with major Highways England and HS2 projects vertically in the supply chain, so between the client, the Tier 1 and the Tier 2s, but traditionally there's been very little sideways between the Tier 2s. What we found on the Highways England project is that we've actually worked very, very closely, and again this has been encouraged by both the employer Highways England and by the Tier 1 contractors to work very, very closely with our leading Tier 2 competitors. So we've actually worked in collaboration with another earth moving specialist, and that's the first time in the UK, certainly in the UK earth moving scheme of that scale, where I'm aware of that happening. What's particularly interesting is that vertical collaboration also, of course, then goes down to our equipment suppliers, so with the likes of Volvo, and that's why it's really encouraging to come to this sort of event today, to see how Volvo are engaging with not just their direct customer, i.e. typically the earth moving specialist, but also our customers, the Tier 1, and their customers, the ultimate employers.